I don't think Call of Duty is going to be able to redeem itself after the way they've handled this Nickmercs situation. If you haven't been following, Nickmercs tweeted out a statement in response to a tweet about a school board meeting ending in, I guess, a brawl over whether a district should acknowledge Pride Month. He said something along the line that they should leave children alone. I agree 110% with that. Leave children alone. Protect the kids. Keep them from being indoctrinated. Don't put them in this whole LGBTQ plus narrative, this whole agenda. And I gave my thoughts on that previously. If you haven't seen the other two videos, go ahead and check them out. And then in response to Nickmercs' tweet, Activision did something that I feel is going to bite them in the butt for many years to come. They removed Nickmercs' skin from Warzone and Modern Warfare 2. That cancel culture won here. And in response to that, a lot of people are disavowing it. Dr. Disrespect uninstalled the game live, said that he demands an apology from them for Nickmercs. And TimTheTatman actually went out and said, you know what? He wants his skin removed from the game as well, that it doesn't feel right. You can see right here, here is his tweet. He put, at Nickmercs has been my friend for years. We went in getting our Call of Duty operators together. It feels wrong for me to have mine and him no longer have his. In support of my friend, please remove the TimTheTatman bundle at Call of Duty. And yeah, you could even see that the head honcho of Kick, which I've been streaming on Kick, Trainwreck said, W, fuck cancel culture. If the part of the internet that's going after mercs were the good guys, they'd teach and be patient, even if their teachings are being questioned. Facts. The vocal minority who pretend that they are fighting for equality are just virtue signaling for clout. What they are doing here with the situation only sends people further down the rabbit hole and divides by putting people into an angry state, void of logic and understanding. 110 fucking % facts right there, Trainwrecks. And on top of that, they said political leaders and viewers coming after him know this and use these movements for their own gain, power, and advertisement. And I already know what's going to happen. This tolerant side, the progressive lefties, accountability is not cancel culture. What is there to take accountability for by saying protect the kids? If anything, the wokies need to take accountability for indoctrinating children. So yeah, going back to the original statement, TimTheTatman had requested that they move his skin in solidarity with Nickmercs. And guess what? Less than 24 hours after he requested it, they complied. So TimTheTatman's operator bundle has officially been removed from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. Activision did make a statement. They said, at Tim's request, we have removed the TimTheTatman operator bundle from the Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone store. So it's bye-bye. It is completely gone, along with the Nickmercs bundle. And I think this is a huge pivoting point, especially when you take into account that Dr. Disrespect disavowed them removing Nickmercs from the game at all. Dr. Disrespect is actually working on a game that's a first-person shooter that's similar to Call of Duty and Warzone. So it's going to be interesting to see how the tides are going to change with Nickmercs and TimTheTatman no longer being in Call of Duty. Are they going to hop over and get skins on Dr. Disrespect's game? It's going to be interesting to see how this affects, especially with people calling for boycotts of Call of Duty because of this situation. The development. Now, just to clarify real quick, if you have either Nick's or Tim's skins on Call of Duty, they will still be able to be used. So anyone who already owns either bundle will still own them and be able to use them in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. The bundles have only been removed from the store so that nobody else can purchase them going forward. So if you have it, you're one of the, I guess, lucky few that has a super ultra rare operator bundle now on your game, because you're not getting it back. I don't see the situation ever being fixed. I don't think Activision is going to go back and apologize because they caved into the cancel culture. I've had a couple of people come up on my comment section, just a couple actually, because it seems like it's overwhelming response that are standing with Nick. Some guy was like, oh, you twerked at a convention in front of children and you want to say protect the kids. It's not the same. All right? It is not the same. There are individuals at schools that are using teaching and subjects to indoctrinate your children, to groom them, to prep them into sexualized scenarios under the guise of education. And that's what the problem is. And it's happening in a lot of Western states. Portland, Oregon area, Seattle, a lot of California. They're using this stuff to put these thoughts, these sexualized thoughts and stuff into children's heads. Somebody else was all like, oh, I knew at 3 that I was sexually attracted to my neighbor friend. Really? At 3, you're sexually active in the brain? Come on. That had to have been taught. That had to, whether you saw something with a parent or a kid or an older child, maybe the neighbor did something sexual with you, that had to have been learned. That's indoctrinated. Just my thoughts. Now, I did find a funny tweet in response to both of these bundles being removed. You can see Call of Duty really removed TimTheTatman and Nickmercs bundles faster than they fixed the game. And that's in response to a lot of the problems that we have. Let's be honest, this current Call of Duty is not the best. It's actually kind of had a lukewarm reception to it. I find myself, before this even started going, I found myself just feeling it was a complete slog to get through this whole game. I was just like, oh my God, I don't even want to do the season. So now it's funny to see that they're able to like move stuff and things like that. Now, here's the problem is, ever since this went down, Nick has actually doubled down and said he has no hate in his heart. Good for him. I respect him 110% for standing by his virtues, because nobody should do the parenting for you. If you want your kid to learn about LGBTQ stuff, teach them. Schools have no business doing that. If schools can't teach religion, why the fuck could they teach people how to be LGBTQ and transgender and all that? Come on. It's you know, it's kind of weird. It's almost creepy in a way to imagine some adult creeping to your children, talking to them about their private parts, essentially grooming them. It's weird. Now, some people feel that this is some kind of homophobic dog whistle that the radical right do. That we say LGBTQ plus people are groomers and pedophiles. Not all of them are. I'm going to say there's bad seeds in every group. There's bad seeds on the left. There's bad seeds on the right. But you cannot deny that there is a lot of stuff involving grooming when it comes to this weird indoctrination and stuff. And it's a very divisive topic. I am 110% against teaching any of this shit in schools, at least elementary school. I could forgive high school because they're teenagers. They've lived most of the majority of their life. They're young adults. But a kindergartner, a first grader, a second grader, a third grader, no, I'm sorry. Oh, you're born that way. No, I'm sorry. It's not. All right? It's something that you learn through experience, your situations, your surroundings. And I'm going to agree to disagree with anybody that says that. So, yeah, TimTheTatman, out of Call of Duty. I think we're going to see a lot more stuff happening in recent upcoming days right here with this. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below.